Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan battle video, and today we've got a very interesting video for you here. So we've got a video where basically I'm stacking Gohan as long as I possibly can to see how high I can get his stats, right? So I am commentating over pre-recording. What I did was I recorded a really long video, and then I figured I'll chop it down into smaller bits so that you guys don't have to watch like the whole thing. But what I'm doing here in this video is I'm taking advantage of the Bojack burst mode. So I wanted to get this video done while I could. So the Bojack fight, a lot of you know of, is a pretty common fight that people will do showcase stuff on. Because there's a phase with multiple enemies, and on that phase, there's an enemy that is unkillable. So you literally can go like for a really long time on the stage, and you can show stacking units and things like that. The one issue with this, trying to stack like infinitely or go for a really long time, is that eventually you're going to hit a Dokkan attack. And then when you hit that Dokkan attack, you're going to wipe out the rotation, and then you kind of have to move on, right? Well, with burst mode, I'm able to give all the enemies an insane amount of HP and defense and damage reduction so that they can actually survive Dokkan modes. Now, for reference, I've done this before with Videl, before burst mode, right? And the way you had to do it before was I would have to bring like a Cyberman on the team and then try to hit the Dokkan attack with the Cyberman so I could continue playing on the stage to stack more. And with that video, I was able to get Videl up to turn 40, and I had her hitting like 25 mil attack stats, which was pretty crazy, right? And I did a short on that. So what I'm doing here with Gohan is we're just bringing in like a 200% Gohan team here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you basically increments of every 10. So every 10 levels, I'm going to show you what Gohan's defense looks like after stacking. And then on the other rotation, we're stacking the STR Goku Gohan unit unexchanged because they stack attack, right? So we're going to look at an attack stacking unit and a defense stacking unit and see how they compare in this. And I'm not going to tell you how many turns we get to here. I'll save that for the end. But I'll just tell you this. I spent darn near 2 hours recording this video. So that's how long we stacked Gohan for, right? So here we are on turn 10. So turn 10 here, you can see we got Gohan about 975k defense. So about 1 million defense on turn 10, right? And we'll keep an eye because we have other defense stacking units that are floating. So like this STR Trunks, he does stack on his unit super, which he does get. So he's at like 300 something K defense, right? So we'll go ahead and move forward. And then what I'll do is I'm going to kind of skip ahead to the next turn here. Yep, and I use a Whis here just to be safe. I don't want to die because these guys actually can hit kind of hard on burst mode. So we're going to go ahead and finish that turn out. And then we're going to look at basically turn 10, turn 11, turn 20, turn 21. Because we want to see both of these units, right? So let's just skip ahead here. Okay, so now we're on the turn with the Goku Gohan. Now, AGL Kid Gohan's up to 527k defense at this point, right? But we're looking at the Goku. So this unit here that's in slot 1, they stack attack. So we are on turn 11. Let's see what their attack looks like on turn 11 here. And we'll get that attack stat, and then we'll move on to turn 20, and we'll just keep going and see how insane Gohan gets, right? I have really just enjoyed using this Gohan unit. I think he's a lot of fun, right? So, yep, and then attacking with Kid Gohan. All right, let's see what our attack stat looks like here. So 6.5 mil. Not the craziest, but they do eventually build up and get to some pretty crazy numbers by the end of this video, right? All right, let's go to the next turn here. All right, so this one's our next spot about right here. All right, so now AGL Gohan, this is turn 20. On turn 20, AGL Gohan is what, like 1.62 or 1.82 mil? I can't quite tell, but he's near 2 million defense already. I mean, I say already, but it's turn 20, right? Like, you're never getting to turn 20. So one thing I should say here is this is literally just like a pure for fun video, right? It's like a scientific experiment. Like, just how high could we get if they had some insane, really long event, right? And then about 600k defense for the AGL Kid Gohan. Sure, so we'll move forward from there. That's the stats we're looking like right now. Let's go to the next turn here, and we can get the attack stat on the other unit. Okay, so here's turn 21. And then this is going to be the attack stat for the Exchange Goku Gohan. Defensively, 650k for Xeno Goku. He's another defense stacking unit. So you can see that even floating, they're getting up to pretty respectable defensive levels. The thing that's exciting about Xeno Goku is I think he is due for an EZA next year. He's going to be a really good, impactful EZA because he's like supporting Goku family for 40% is pretty dang good, right? Now here we actually missed the Dokkan attack because we got sealed. which was kind of interesting. And then Gohan's popping off counters here. So we actually get Gohan's counters like a few times in this video, which is actually bad because we don't want to counter these minions. So I noticed that I actually hit a couple of minions low, and we're at 12 mil for this guy now. And somehow on this turn, I got mixed up and I started targeting the minions. It ended up not hurting me. Because all we need is just one of them to survive, right? So what happens is a couple of the minions get smacked up a lot more than I would like. But Bujin, the int one, he doesn't take any additional damage other than the Dokkan attack. So at this point moving forward, I don't really mess with that. I keep everything targeted on Bojack, and I make sure not to put Gohan in front of anything that he could counter, right? Now here we are on turn 30. So turn 30, let's see what our boy Gohan's looking like here. We'll get the screen up. I'll pull it up here in a second. Once again, this is a pre-recording, so I can't control when I put it up. Because I was doing a separate comment. Like, I did commentate this whole hour and, like, 45-minute video. But then I decided it was too long. So I'm just, like I said, I'm condensing it down and I'm re-recording over that again with different commentary. So Gohan now at 2.43 million defense. This is on turn 30. So 2.4 million defense. Pretty darn good. And then the Xenogoku is approaching a million defense at this point, right? So let's go ahead and we'll move forward to the next turn, which is turn 31. Okay, so here we are on turn 31. So right here, I don't really have a choice. I have to put Gohan in front of an attack. So now, yeah, let's see what the attack stats looking like here. Turn 31, how hard does the Exchange Goku Gohan hit? Let's see. 14 million. So yeah, he's getting up to some nice numbers, right? Once again, it seems like it's happening quick because we're jumping 10 turns every new rotation that I show you. But yeah, all right, let's see Gohan's next turn. Let's look at turn 40. Let's see what turn 40 is looking like here for our boy Gohan. All right, right here. Place your bets. How much are we looking? So 3.12 million defense. So you got Gohan over 3 million defense. And then even that STR Trunks is at 800k defense. Kind of crazy, right? So just the amount of stacking is insane. It's fun, like when you can actually do it. So something I talked about kind of when I initially was recording this was that I really want them to make like a kind of like a training dummy stage where you could just set up the stage how you want, right? So we don't need to see Gohan attack here. Nothing happens with his attack. He's not stacking attack, but we do want to get the next turn. Here we are. So this is going to be turn 41. So how are we looking here on turn 41? AGL Kid Gohan's at 1.4 million. Pretty good. Pretty dang good. Hold on, did I skip turn 40? Hold on. Let me double check here. I thought I showed turn 40 was last one. I just want to double check and make sure I did not miss that. Turn 40. Yeah, 3.1. Okay, so that was turn 40. I might have said turn 30. I'm like messing with my mind here a little bit. Okay, yeah, that was turn 40 at 3 mil. So 3 mil defense is where we got to on turn 40. Turn 41, we'll get the attack stat here. But I do think it would be nice to have just like a training dummy event, especially for like showcases, right? It would be really nice to just have a place where we could set up the amount of enemies. We could put certain enemies in there, right? Like if a unit gets something against a Frieza or against the Vegeta or against the Goku, we could put those specific units in place just to see what units can do. So 16.6 million is where we're at here on turn 41. Okay, not too bad, right? If he could be that turn 1, we would definitely take it, but he's not. So here's Gohan on turn 50. So turn 50, we got our boy here. What's his defense looking like? So turn 50, we're at, I think that's 3.88 mil. Like, we're approaching 4 million defense. And then Kid Gohan's at, like, what, 1.65 or something like that for the, that's the Garlic Jr. Kid Gohan. Pretty good. We're approaching 4 million defense. Not too shabby, right? Let's go to turn 51. And let's see what our attack stat is looking like here on our other guy. And once again, we're pretty much just worried about Bujin here, and we just want to make sure we don't put Gohan in front of him. And we should be good. Now, I take a risk here because we could get sealed, but I didn't want to put Gohan there because if he supered, Gohan would counter. And the way Bujin's health, I think we can do like 2 more Dokkan attacks, right? So 22 million. We're at 22 million attack stat for the Goku Gohan. So they can actually get to pretty insane numbers if you get the time to sit and stack them. Yeah, another 22 mil additional. Pretty darn good there. And Bojack just soaking up all the damage. The thing that would be funny is, like, if I actually took, like, my entire, like, hour and 45-minute video to actually calculate how much attack stat I put into this video. There's a lot of damage that would have gone through here had Bojack been able to actually take damage, right? And then look at Xeno Goku at 6.6 mil, because he stacks attack too. What you're noticing, though, is, like, attack stacks way slower than defense. The defense is just way more impactful. So here we are on turn 60, and we're still trucking along. Turn 60, we're at 4.4 million defense. I think nothing's really going to touch Gohan at this point at 4.4 million. Like, we're at the point where, and then almost 2 million for Xeno Goku. We're at the point where Gohan could grab, like, a single AGL orb and probably full heal us. Like, that's pretty much the point that we're at right now. But our team now is so defensive, we literally can't take damage from this Bojack event, so there's no way we could even lose health to kind of test that, right? Alright, so that was turn 60, right? Yep, so let's see turn 61. We'll just scoot ahead here. Alright, so here's turn 61. And we're going to see what the Exchange Goku... Trunks is over 1 million defense, so not too bad for him. And then, yeah, well, I think we just leave the rotation like this, because once again, I don't want to risk a Gohan counter. Oh, yeah, there I actually missed super attack, but I think we do get the additional, so we'll double check here. Yeah, that was a miscalculation on my part, but I was more concerned with Gohan. Like, the video is really about Gohan, but I thought this was a nice side. Yeah, we did get the additional at 22 mil. Now, you'll notice that that's very similar to, like, his last attack stat, but I believe the thing with this Goku Gohan, 2 out of the 3 floaters do not support him for attack. So, you'll notice, so, like, this Trunks is only supporting hybrids. So, you'll notice there's going to be a really big jump when the Goku Gohan is actually getting supported for attack. So had they been getting attack support, they're probably looking more like 24 mil right there. So yeah, let's go to the next turn. Turn 70 for Gohan. How's our boy looking on turn 70? We'll get the defense stat here in just a minute. But we're getting close to the point where even infinite stacking could end. I'll explain that in a minute. I want to get the defense stat here. Oh yeah, at this point I was going to try to do a screen recording to create a short, but it doesn't let me when I'm doing OBS, which is fine. Now that I'm redoing it this way, I probably won't even make a short. Like, this will just be the video, I think. Maybe I'll still make a short, I don't know. So 5.1 million defense on turn 70, right? Pretty crazy, and then 1.3 mil for Trunks. But yeah, he's over 5 million defense at this point. So when I say that he's almost to the point that infinite stacking wears out, units that infinite stack, and I don't know if they've changed in the data, but the way it used to be was you would stack it for 99 turns. So we call it infinite stacking because, like, you never realistically would get to turn 99, but we're on turn 70. So we're approaching the point, like, pretty soon where we could actually get to turn 99 and we would actually get to the end limit of what Gohan could stack to. So it's kind of crazy, and I probably could optimize this better and actually get to turn 99 and maybe faster. We're talking about probably a 2.5–3 hour video at that point. I don't know if I want to do that, but I will tell you right now, we do get at least one more turn to see with this Gohan. So let's go to turn, what are we on, turn 71? Yeah, turn 71. Let's get to turn 71. Whoops, skipped ahead there. Yeah, turn 70, yeah, turn 71. All right, let's see what our guy's looking here. Actually, let's see AGL Gohan. Hold on, I put up the stats here. All right, so AGL, the kid Garlic Jr. Gohan, he's at 2.3 million defense. This is on turn 71, so not a turn count you're realistically ever going to get to, right? Once again, this is a for funsies video. I had to take advantage of this burst mode. By the way, because these videos take so long, I am almost tempted to maybe, like, do one of these as a stream on, like, a different character. So if you can think of a character that you think would be really cool to see just, like, stack to the moon and, like, go crazy, you can let me know in the comments if a character you'd want me to stream for this. I'm considering doing it if I have time this week, because the burst mode is very limited. Like, I only have so much time I could do this. So 23 million here for the Goku Gohan, and I think this is another non-supported turn for him. I think it is. Yeah, because the Gohan is just a defense support. But yeah, hitting 24 mil attack stats. All right, well, let's get to Gohan's last turn that I get. So we do get to turn 80 before we finally end. And you can see we're fighting like regular Bojack at this point. So let's see what our boy Gohan, we got to turn 80, nearly 2 hours of stacking in place here. What's Gohan's defense after that much stacking? Now, if I was like speed running this, I could stack a lot more in 2 hours, but I was commentating, I was talking, right? So like, if you were straight stacking him and focusing, it just wouldn't have taken me that long to get here. But yeah, our boy there is at, I believe that is 6.1 million. So 6.1 million defense on turn 80, and then about 2.5 million defense for that other AGL kid Gohan there. So pretty good. We get up to 6 million for Gohan. Let's go to turn 81, and let's check out our boy Goku Gohan. But that's pretty good there. So let's go here. Let's see, Gohan doing it. All right, let's see here. And we can check out Xeno Goku. Oh, that's right. I ended up transforming into another Gohan, because what I was doing was I wanted to avoid Dokkan attacks. But here's the thing. The attack did go through on Gohan. Now, I was trying to get another turn here for Gohan afterwards. But I think we end up finishing here. I'm pretty sure we do. But look at this. This is the... Yeah, we did 1.4 million on a normal without a crit. Like, so that's the one that had all the attacks stacked in. I intentionally missed the super there because I knew it was going to kill Bojack, and I wanted to get one more turn. So let's just see how this plays out. Do I get to turn 81? I actually don't remember. I think this is where it ends. I'm pretty sure. But let's see Xeno Goku. Yeah, 8.6 mil. He's been stacking attack this whole time as well, which is kind of crazy. 8.8 on the additional, sure. And let's see, does Bojack live? Okay, so Bojack is going to live this, so we've got one more turn of Gohan. All right, so here we go. Here's Gohan again. So we are on turn 82. So this is like the limits of what we're getting here. And let's check our defense stat here. And this is going to be the end of the fight at this point. Did I not check it? Did I stop there? No, I got to check. There we go. Okay, there's the defense. So, yeah, once again, it's still about 6 mil. So that 6.1 was the top. And I think here, I'm trying to think of... Yeah, I mean, we're still getting support and everything. But, yeah, so just over 6 mil is about where we got to turn 80. So... let me know what you guys think if you thought this was a fun video. But yeah, we stacked Gohan. It was about an hour and 45 minutes of stacking. We got to turn 82, and we got Gohan over 6 million defense. So anyways, let me know if you want to see more like this, if you want me to stream a character. If so, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.